There lived a lion in the dense forest. While he was sleeping by resting, his big head on his paws, a tiny little mouse unexpectedly crossed by and ran across the lion's nose in haste. This woke up the lion. And he laid his huge paw angrily on the tiny mouse to kill her. The poor mouse begged the lion to spare her this time. And she would pay him back on some other day. Hearing this, the lion was amused and wondered how such a tiny creature could ever help him. But he was in a good mood. And in his generosity he finally let the mouse go. A few days later, a hunter set a trap for the lion while the big animal was stalking for prey in the forest. Caught in the toils of a hunter's net, the lion found it difficult to free himself. And roared loudly in anger as the mouse was passing by. She heard the roar. And found the lion struggling hard to free himself from the hunter's net. The little creature quickly ran towards the lion's trap that bound him and gnawed the net with her sharp teeth until the net tore apart. Slowly she made a big hole in the net. And soon the lion was able to free himself from the hunter's trap. The lion thanked the little mouse for her help. And the mouse reminded him that she had finally repaid the lion for sparing her life before. Thereafter, the lion and the mouse became good friends and lived happily in the forest. One day the king of Forest Lion was sitting under a tree. He saw a sheep passing by. The lion called out to the sheep and asked, "Tell me, does my mouth stink or not?" Innocent sheep reply, "Yes. Your Highness, your mouth stinks." The lion became furious. He roared, "Don't you know that I am the king of forest?" I spoke the truth," the sheep belated meekly. Then, the angry lion killed the truthful sheep. After some time, lion asked same question to a wolf, "Does my mouth stink?" The wolf was good at flattery, so he said, "You are the king, my lord. How can your mouth stink?" The lion said rudely, "Get lost. You are only flattering me." After some time the same question was put to a fox. The fox was very cunning. It replied calmly, "Your Highness, due to cold my nose is stuffy. I can't smell anything." The lion was neither angry nor hurt by the reply of fox. In a forest there lived 3 bulls alongside other wild animals. They were robust and powerful. As good friends they lived together. Being together they were safe from wild hunters like lion, tiger, and leopard. A leopard wanted to kill those bulls, but against of their united strength it had no chance to succeed. After thinking a lot, a plan hit its mind. The bulls be made to live apart. A jackal helped leopard in its mission. Soon the bulls fell apart. One day, finding a good chance, leopard killed a bull and fed itself with relish. Few days later the leopard killed another bull and feasted on its flesh. Jackal also got its share. The lone surviving bull realized the blunder of living apart, but it was too late. Very next day the leopard pounced upon the 3rd bull. The bull had little chance against the hunter. It also fell prey to the leopard. Shrewd leopard and cunning jackal feasted on its flesh for many days. A group of monkeys witnessed the tragedy of bulls and the result of disunity. One day, the lion wandered the whole forest, but he did not find any prey. Soon he was tired. As the lion was returning to his cave, he saw another cave. "Ah! Let me go and see if I can find a prey in that cave," thought the lion, as he walked into the cave. But the cave was empty. Suddenly, he had an idea. He thought, "The animal, which lives in this cave, should come here soon. Let me hide inside the cave. I will get a prey without any effort. The cave belonged to a fox. After some time, the fox came there. The fox is a clever and cunning animal. The fox spotted some footmarks on the ground. The fox thought of a plan. He shook his tail happily and said, "Oh cave! Why are you quiet today? Every day, when I call you, you greet me saying, 'Welcome friend.' How was the day?" The lion, who was hiding inside the cave, thought, "I think the cave must be welcoming the fox with these words every day, but today, my presence here has frightened it, and so it does not open its mouth. Let me speak instead of the cave. Welcome friend." "How was the day?" said the lion as softly as he could. This confirmed the fox that the lion is inside the cave. Very cleverly he ran away and saved himself. There lived a lion and a lioness in a forest. They had 2 cubs. The lion, in spite of being the king of the forest, was sociable, whereas the lioness, the queen of the forest, was arrogant. The lioness who roam across the forest haughtily and talk in arrogant manner. One day the lioness was sitting under a tree. Her cubs were playing nearby. Soon the lioness fell asleep. When the lioness woke up, the cubs were not there. She looked for them here and there, but all in vain. The lioness asked the monkeys, "Have you seen my cubs?" The monkey replied, "No, queen, we have not seen them." The lioness asked the other animal the same question. A bear retorted, "We have no idea. You had told your cubs to keep away from low creatures like us." The lioness began to weep. She realized that all the creatures were angry with her due to her arrogant behavior. So none of them wanted to help her. The bear stated, "Don't weep, you thought us to be lowly. So we all didn't like it. Now give up your arrogance. Let's search for your cubs." All the creatures set out to look for the cubs in the forest. Soon they spotted the cubs. The cubs were playing with a tortoise near a river. Finding her cubs back, the lioness was elated. She begged forgiveness of all the features for her rude behavior. A hungry lion was wandering in the forest in search of prey. Suddenly the leone saw a goat standing at the top of Hill Rock. The lion asked the goat smilingly, "Are you not feeling hungry?" "Well, I am always hungry," replied the goat. "Then why don't you come down here? The grass is tender and greener here," the lion flattered. The goat said, "Thanks for informing me. I hope you like eating it. And I don't want to give you a chance to eat me." By saying so, the goat left that place. Moral: beware of cunning people. Once, there was a fox family who lived deep in the woods. One morning Father Fox left for work, leaving the cubs with Mother Fox. In the afternoon, Mother Foxes also needed to go out. She asked the cubs to bolt the door from inside. She instructed them to open the door only when she called out their names, Max, Cooper, and Bella. The cubs closed door as Mother Fox left. None of them knew that a lion hiding nearby had heard everything. A little while later, the cunning lion called out, "Max, Cooper, Bella." The cubs heard their names, but could not recognize the voice. They were confused. So, they did not open the door. The neighboring wolf family heard the lion voice and got alarmed. They called out to the smart monkey for help. The fox cubs were in danger. So Smart Monkey came up with an idea. He searched for a big broken branch of a tree. Whack whack went the Smart Monkey with the big branch. He chased the cunning lion out of the jungle. Mother Fox and the Father Fox thanked the Smart Monkey and the neighbors. Once upon a time, in a large forest, there lived many animals, all living together. But one day, a bad lion came, who was just mean to everybody and thought he could eat everybody in the forest. He was vicious and powerful. As a result, he would go about the forest and kill the other animals even when he did not want to eat them. Whenever he was hungry, he would run and chase even the quickest animals and devour them in an instant. As a result, the animals started dwindling in numbers. The animals then came up with an intelligent plan. They went to the lion and said, "Our king, please listen to our plea. The rate at which you are hunting us will soon lead to us being extinct. We request you to stay in your den, and in return, we will send you one animal every day as your food." The lion agreed with this convenient arrangement, as he would no longer need to venture out in search of a meal. So the animals sent one animal every day for the lion to eat. Soon enough, it was the turn of a tiny rabbit. He was terrified because he knew he would be gobbled up by the ravenous lion in a flash. But he was also very smart. He waited till afternoon to go to the lion's den. As he walked up to the lion, he devised a brilliant plan. He was determined to beat the lion at his own game. He knew the lion would be famished by now and impatient as ever. So, the rabbit walked even more slowly and finally arrived at the lion's den by sunset. As expected, the hungry lion was pacing up and down. He roared and asked, "Why are you so late? And why have they sent me one puny rabbit? As though one little rabbit will satisfy my hunger." He also vowed to kill the other animals in the forest due to their lack of consideration. The rabbit was calm and said, "Oh great lion, there were 6 rabbits in total when we started. But one ferocious lion met us on the way. He took 5 of the other rabbits. He would not let me go, so I told him we already have you as our mighty king. He was extremely angry and spared me to inform you that he is now the new king. You have to leave the forest at once, or he would kill you," he said. The lion was shocked and enraged to hear this. "Take me to this other lion's den," he said to the rabbit. "I will kill him and show him who is king indeed." The bad lion thought he could overpower and eat the other 5 rabbits as well. And so the rabbit took him to a deep well that was filled with water. "He lives inside a big cave in this well," the rabbit told the furious lion. As they were both standing on the edge of the well, the rabbit pointed into the well and said, "There he is, your majesty." When the lion looked into the well, he saw his own reflection in the water. As reflections in the water appear substantially huge, the silly lion was infuriated. He roared at his reflection inside the deep well. The roar echoed back at him from the well, and the foolish lion thought it was the other lion roaring at him. Without giving it another thought, the lion jumped into the well. Since the well was quite deep, he could not swim and climb back up. The rabbit ran away and left the helpless lion alone in the well. They lived a donkey and a lion in a forest. They were fast friends. They were always seen together. Seeing them, the other animals of the forest run panicked. In fact, the animals were scared of the lion, but the donkey thought it was also powerful. One day when the lion and the donkey were wandering, they came across a pack of wolves. Seeing the wolves, the donkey plunged to them braying, and the lion stood silent. The wolves got scared and ran away to save their lives. The donkey returned to the lion and said, "Friends, did you see my bravery? None could face me." The lion lent no ear to its words and said, "Friend, why were you braying so loudly?" The donkey replied, "Didn't you see, friend, when the wolves saw me they ran away fast?" The lion burst into laughter. "You are my friend, but the wolves were scared of me, not you." The lion further said, "When you are alone, never do like this. The wolf will tear you into pieces.